What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Triple P&J Podcast. We are officially on episode 12. Make sure you, if you're new to the channel, you subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn the notification bell on so you can see when we post new content. On tonight's episode, we have a special guest tonight. It's Mr. Leon. He's going to give some of his input on some of the topics we have for this evening. But before we get started, last week we talked about me moving into my new place and the best gift that I thought I had, which was some coasters from one of my coworkers. She made these coasters with some of the sayings that I used to say at work. So I'm going to pass some around and everybody read one when you get it. It's yours, mine, yours. I'm gonna have an extra one.
Oh, I was going to say
It was only 5.
So Jalisa, what does yours say?
Bitch.
It'd be like, bitch.
I definitely might have used that word once or twice.
Absolutely.
This one says, reading is fundamental. I used that one time when someone was acting very stupid.
I mean, just can't read. Sound it out. Sound that shit the fuck out.
Mine says, I don't got time for you today. And you say that quite regularly, I will agree.
Mine says, say something if you want to. You might say that to me. So.
That's sad.
And then the infamous, ooh.
Ooh! I say that shit every day. So how's everybody feeling?
Good. Today's been a day trying to get. I was off today. I know. Did all of you work today? Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, we were there.
I was off today and just kind of trying to get into the whole pride mode. Trying to get the gay up.
We do have, what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks
before we're
left.
there? Okay. So, our first topic for this evening is going to be, how do you think humans will go extinct? Jalisa?
Honestly,
Oh, it was me first.
I did.
He said, fuck you gonna say.
What you gonna say?
I feel like there are two options. Like we all either end up fighting one another, we all kill each other, or something like what happened to the dinosaurs recurs and
Meteorite.
yeah.
It's a
Oh, damn,
meteor. Meteor. It's meteor, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like either or. We either gonna kill each other or something gonna hit us.
Right?
Yeah, so me personally, I thought that when COVID came out, that was it. I thought we was gone. But now we're kind of post-COVID a little bit. So now I'm with Jalisa. I don't think about nothing hitting us. I just think we're all gonna kill each other because that's what's happening now. That's what's been happening for years, so I think it's gonna continue.
I will say I will agree with you on that. Like essentially, like imagining, but not that I've played at thinking about this, but it's like a little bit, like nuclear warfare, taking everybody out, da da da. Or and we've had this conversation before, where I legitimately think that the world is overpopulated and like we're gonna run out of resources and people are basically just gonna we'll run out of farmland, we'll start running out of trees to produce oxygen, and we'll just essentially kill the planet and we'll all die. Like that's what I
hope I'm gone before that shit.
I'm
happens.
saying, you know, but
Let me be gone.
Please.
Under the ground.
gasping for breath and you walking outside. Oh, Jesus.
I gotta wear my oxygen mask to go out.
Back to the mask.
We're like a book of Eli over here.
I mean, that's what I think. That's why I keep, every time we have this, it's like, oh, the world's overpopulated. Keep abortion going because we need to do something with it.
There's too many movies about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Something gotta be true about it.
Right.
Leon?
I mean, I feel like it makes sense that it would be like we run out of resources. There's too many people being born every day, and all like medicine that's coming out keep people alive. It doesn't make sense that we're all going to have the same resources available. So I feel like it's just going to run out eventually. You know.
Well, I honestly feel like the the world elites will come to some kind of like, how do you say? Like they'll have a meeting and then they'll try to address the fact that we're overpopulated, and they're gonna come up with some way to kind of like
Kill us.
a COVID.
That makes sense.
They got something planned out.
Yeah, like that's it. Like I feel like there's some bionuclear stuff, or at least like some biochemical stuff that just happens to gets released into the public on accident, and then now it's a world pandemic. And yeah, I really think we'll kill each other off before an actual natural cause of whether like Earth gets blown up or we run out of resources.
I mean, because if you look at it, you think about it, like every few decades, there's another pandemic that hit. Like, I mean, you had what was it, like the bubonic plague? Then you had
Was Ebola in them? Were they a part of it?
Ebola only affected mostly like the African continent.
Well, I think they went to extreme lengths to try to get that contained.
Exactly. I mean, it was. I'm not downplaying it. It was a horrible disease. But yeah, it didn't get exactly worldwide because steps were taken. But like you had smallpox, swine flu, HIV, all this stuff just kept. And then of course, most recent, coronavirus. It was like every time they try to stop it, it mutate to something else, and people are dying left and right. And so yeah, I agree with you. Like I think like the powers that be, if you will decide, be like, all right, we're running out of stuff to keep us alive. Let's trim the fat, if you will, and
Not the fat.
mm-hmm.
Damn.
Not like
But yeah, moving right along.
Moving right along, yeah. I mean, and now our next topic, it's
Shit, it kind of goes together.
it kind of does, because we're going back to what we all kind of agreeing on, and it's a bit of a, it's not really a hot topic because of the way I look at it, it was the Buffalo shooting. I mean, racist fucker was running around, decided he wanted to do something, and yeah.
Why do you guys feel like that topic is not a hot topic?
Well, the reason I personally feel it's because, and this is horrible to say, but it is not becoming a hot topic because it's getting close to an election year, and people don't want to discuss what it is.
How are you going to handle this kind of situation?
I just feel like
Because
if he was black, he would have died.
Oh yeah, I totally agree.
yeah, but especially on top of that, like just the fact that he's a non-black person.
He was white. You can say it. He was white.
So yeah, he was a white person, and it's just like I feel like they just kind of try to overturn it, and media has all the power. They can choose if they want to show something or not, or if it gets a lot of publicity or if it doesn't, because somebody's gonna put the word out there and they're like keep this under wraps, and that's what they're gonna do because they don't want to create any more, how do you say it, like
An agenda.
animosity.
Okay.
Just in the whole, just I don't even know what I'm getting at, but like it's just the same way with COVID. I feel like COVID kind of covered up the whole police brutality. Like remember when police brutality was a big
That's
thing?
when Black Lives Matter
Was a really a big
popping.
thing, and then COVID hit. Now it's just like, oh, stay home, COVID, It was a good way to kind of keep the population in check. And that's just my personal opinion, but.
No, go ahead.
No,
I agree with you because like the only people talking about it right now that I could find that was not social media essentially was the more conservative news websites or news sites, I should say, and they were the ones trying to hype this up and hype it up, and just like they were essentially trying, what the news articles that I saw, they were trying to get the person who did this as far away from the right side as they possibly could. Like they were coming. I've read one where like he wasn't actually a conservative extremist. He was a left extremist, and he was just trying to make it look. And people like, essentially, it's just like, stop.
Does it fucking matter what's on?
No, and that's just it. It doesn't. Like people die, and it's just like, stop trying to push an agenda over this horrible fucking thing that happened.
Well, we had watched this video earlier today, and they said that because this is a teenager, the kid's parents said that the reason why he did this was because he had been isolated with COVID.
I'll be damned.
Because of the pandemic made him not right up here, so that's why he did that.
That sounds like a crockett shit.
Not the fucking Twinkie defense. Jesus Christ.
Nah, I'm isolated with COVID, so I'm gonna kill 10 people.
But no, I agree with what they were saying though.
Okay, and I was isolated for 10 fucking days too.
Right.
I wasn't out there shooting my fucking.
Exactly. You didn't go and try to shoot up a fucking white grocery store, did you?
Yeah, but like they were saying on that video I was watching, he's a teenager. Had it been a black teenager, they would be trying him as an adult.
He wouldn't have even made it out of the
Right.
grocery store.
He probably would have been shot the fuck down.
He
But
probably
if
made
not,
it in the grocery
if
store.
not, they would be trying him as an adult. So I mean, that whole equality shit. I mean, I feel like it does, in some instances, it does take place, but then most of them it still doesn't.
Right. And then you brought it up, and I started researching it. Where like the cashier called like 911 whenever this was all starting to transpire, and got hung up on.
All of the people that died were black or mixed.
Yeah, because it was a predominantly black grocery store.
There was like I seen the video that I think that you ever watched, and it showed like everybody who passed from it. It was like majority of them were older black women. There was like 2 middle-aged black men, and then 1 younger black guy, and like somebody that looked like the same. So
What's your take on that, Theo?
I feel like it's kind of sad that something that we get used to so often. So, and as far as like the politics wise side of it, it doesn't matter if it's like Democrat or Republican. It's like evil is evil.
Exactly.
So as far as with that, you know, it really shouldn't play into killing 10 people at that point. So it's sad that at this point nobody's really talking about it, because it's something that we go through every year or every election year. It's something that we just get used to at this time, which is just stupid.
And you've got people who, like I said, the 911 thing, like that pissed me off.
Didn't the end of his gun say nigger?
That
I
I read that too.
Yeah.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, so it was like the way that they're saying is like he targeted specific people.
He
Right.
did.
That there wasn't. He did. Like it was, but I didn't know that was what was written on it.
Oh, glad I didn't get COVID since it's making people cut up like that.
Yeah, that's what you count that he was documenting all this shit on.
It was live streamed for like 20 minutes when
Yes.
It was like premeditated.
Wait, he live streamed this
Yes.
shit?
He did it on Twitch, like it was a game.
Like he was playing Call of Duty or some shit.
That's what like it was.
Have you seen the live feed?
I have not seen the live video.
Before I even knew what this was, I seen the video on somebody's story, and like it was like
They literally watched 10 people get killed.
yeah, like
And a Twitch.
he like ran. He was running in the store. It looked like a first person shooter, and I thought it was fake at first, because when he shot a lady, then went into like an aisle, and then turned around, pointed at the ground, and shot her in the head.
What?
Like, yes, like you could see her just from getting shot in the back of the head, and while she was laying face down on the ground, he double kill taken her, and then it cut the video. Like he was like, just had to reload.
Like he was playing a video.
Like he was playing a video game. Like this kid is fucking sick in the head.
Right.
Sick in the head, but COVID didn't do that to you.
No.
And his family, I mean, I get
Because
you
he had
trying to
time
cover,
to go ahead and get out of the scout and shit. So what the
you
fuck?
trying to cover up for your family member, but at the end of the fucking day, right is right, wrong is wrong, and COVID did not give that shit to him.
No, and it was like they researched this person, and we're not using his name because no.
You can find it.
Shit, because allegedly he ain't do it.
You're right. You can find it, and we're not saying his name because fuck him. And like he is essentially like he got into these Reddit groups and stuff like that were extremely ultra conservative and like posting horrible like white supremacist bullshit. And it was just like the fact that his family is doing that is like, oh, it was because no, it wasn't because he had COVID. It was because he was a racist piece of shit. And like he had made a tweet or Facebook status or something talking about how like races shouldn't mix, and he wouldn't even call black people like black people. He was calling them I can't remember the word right now, but it was like essentially it was fucking
He
horrible.
said he would call them the N-word for sure.
He did call him that, but he was using another term that I can't remember, and essentially it was making it sound like black people were lower than white people, but like his family's sitting here saying, oh, it was just no, it wasn't because of COVID.
Did you hear about like? Because I was watching the video and I guess he had something that was like written on the gun that was like.
That's what Jalisa just said. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, bro.
He had the N-word.
Well, it was a phrase. He basically said something. It was
Yeah, that was on that video we watched,
It
but
was
I
like,
don't remember what
yeah,
it
I can't
was.
remember exactly what it was. Kind of like this is what you deserve, and then
Yeah, it was something
nigga,
like that.
like a hard R. Like,
See, and like,
yeah, but he took 2 hours. He took 2 hours out of his COVID-strucken life to go all the way down to this. To go, I think he was from somewhere up in New York to Buffalo, New York, to scout this area out. He went the day before, and then planned it out. Had like almost, it was like 108 or 208 page. I forgot what they called it, but it was basically like him plotting out how he was going to do everything, and if and then like it actually had like a drawing of the store and how he was going to map his way through it, and like it's all there.
and you cannot tell me that shit.
This
like,
is premeditated.
exactly, it's
fullest capacity.
premeditated.
You
Yeah.
know what they're gonna try to do besides this whole COVID excuse? They're gonna tell you he's
mentally
mental
insane, yeah.
and he's gonna get off, just like
All the other.
that happens a lot.
And the problem is they should have squashed this shit in the head when we first started this, because now it's going to be a repeated pattern. White kid goes around shooting people in whatever neighborhood they can get their hands on, for whatever motive, whether it's black people or not, doesn't matter. You're still out there killing people.
And it's not going to be. It already is an issue. It totally is.
And
Yeah.
just the fact that they didn't try this kid to the fullest extent of the law for ending multiple lives, and then you can get away with that just by saying you're mentally ill.
Like that's what they're trying to do, and it's fucking irritating. Like essentially, going back, the reason why I said like the Twinkie defense. I don't know if y'all are familiar with this or not. Essentially, this guy went into San Francisco City Hall, killed 2 people, and basically used the reason that as a child he was fed Twinkies too much, and it made a chemical imbalance in his brain, and he got off.
Bitch, I know you fucking lying.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
Was he
like-
fat?
Huh?
Was he fat?
I don't know.
Probably.
But yeah, he got off, and because it was a chemical imbalance, and it basically
Did
essentially.
they prove that?
Oh, they proved it.
But it was-
His defense somehow proved it. Essentially, what it was he was the, not to take away from
Was
this.
that a good ass lawyer?
He was the person. I don't know. Are y'all familiar with Harvey Milk? Harvey Milk was the first openly gay city council member served on San Francisco City Council. This guy shot him and the mayor of San Francisco and got off. And that's why I said that, and it was the fact of what you're saying, like his parents are now saying it was because he was isolated for 10 days. No, your son's a fucking piece of shit.
No, they're not saying like because he had COVID and was isolated. They're saying because of the whole pandemic itself, like the whole quarantining, we couldn't go out of the house, and when the world was shut down for
Why did
that little bit,
So basically, he gets a lot of time on his hands. It's
Right.
just what he does.
so he done plotted this shit.
Right.
So again, your son's a piece of shit. I don't know if you'll ever see this, you probably won't, but your son's a piece of shit.
That part.
And if you agree with what your son, this person did, you're a piece of shit.
All right, on to the next topic.
Anybody else want to say, you're a piece of shit?
I think we covered that part. Moving right along.
What annoys you the most?
About what?
People,
Oh, just in general?
This is what annoys you the most
anything.
in general.
When people don't read.
I should have called you out.
I'm sorry, Daniel. Like,
Hold
when people don't read, like I feel like if the instructions are there in words, pay attention.
Especially when they be like 4 or 5 word like instructions. Open the book. Number 2.
Or
What
better
was the
yet-
next step?
Or better yet, pictures that are numbered and it tells you what to do.
Right.
Place this here. Okay, but where does it go? Where does it go?
Put it into orifice A with tab B.
What's your thing that annoys you the most?
When people be chewing loud as shit, that bothers the fuck out of me. Like if I'm sitting here and we're at a table and you're eating, you're just like, just smack it away.
That shit ain't even that good. It ain't even that damn good.
You know, like, one, that shit look burnt, okay? It should not be smacked like
That's
that.
probably why it's chewy. That's probably why they try so much.
That saliva built up.
Damn. I'm just saying, like, because I can't stand that. Like, that's, and it takes a second for me to realize it before I'm just like, alright, I'm irritated, you know, because I'm not gonna say anybody in specific, but
But
that chicken ain't that damn good.
Like you just went, but come on, finish your thought.
So for me, there's a bunch of things that annoy the fuck out of me. But if I had to pinpoint one, it would be people who always have to be the center of attention. That shit pisses me off to the max. Like, let someone else have a moment. It goes back to what we said like 10 episodes ago. Don't try to top my story with your story. We're talking about me right now. We don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. Your story is not the same as mine. The people who always have to fucking insert themselves in the attention seekers. The shit just irritates my soul. It just pisses me the fuck off. That's all I got to say about it. Trigger and annoyed.
Period.
What they say, reading is fundamental. Oh, did I say the name of the shop?
You have not
It's
said.
Cress.
We love you.
She is one of our friends. Her and her business partner has started Aloha Llama Shop. Search them on Facebook. They create different things. Just hit her up, and I'm sure she'll make y'all something dope. But Leon, what
And that
annoys
is Aloha Llama.
Aloha, like they say in Hawaii.
I just think, oh, that's crazy. So I would say it probably when people overstep their boundaries, that's like said. So I swear, please can attest to this. If you're at my house and you just like touching all my stuff, like I don't mind people coming around or just like being like close to me or whatever. But as far as like knowing your boundaries, like there's certain things that you just can't mess with.
Right, don't fucking lay on my floor.
Right? That's no harsh, but
Why are they laying on
I don't know, we should ask them.
Why are you in my room?
That. Ooh.
Why are you in my room?
like there's like a lot of things that's like personal, but it's like don't touch this, don't touch on my head whenever you feel like there's certain things that.
This ain't your house.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
That made me want to cry.
People who touch your hair all the time?
Yes.
Oh, you're. Oh.
I'm with you. I have several things that annoy me. My biggest thing is when I have to repeat myself. If I've told you something in detail about it, and I swear to God, if you sit there and you say what I think you're about to say,
Why I gotta say it again?
why do I have? Like, I have given you detailed instructions. Well,
I'm so sorry.
you don't do that.
I feel like
Please.
I feel like you gotta repeat some shit to me.
I have. I was trying to be nice.
Let him be sorry because it's him.
Well, not just you. I got this. Like, I got it from like one of my jobs whenever I worked at a call center, and it's like you're telling somebody, you know, do this step, do this step, do this step. What? Huh? Motherfucker. Like, if you'd shut up for just like 2 seconds and stop trying to overtalk me.
You called me, bitch. Why the fuck are you still talking?
Right. Or
You call me for help. I'm trying to help you.
I'm trying to help
Listen.
you. Or like
Then you want to turn around and tell me how to do my job. You know what? You got that. Go ahead. I'll turn
So
to you.
if you knew that, you shouldn't even fucking call me. As a matter of fact, the conversation is over. Bye.
Or like at our current job, whenever we're trying to explain something, you know, and it's like, this is what this is, this is what this is how to do this. Wait. Huh? If you stop looking at your goddamn phone.
Ooh, okay, that was literally me today. Because I was
too
like,
much detail.
Yeah.
I'm not. So I'm just gonna say that I was speaking to a customer, and like it was the husband and the wife. The husband, I was giving all this information, and I was telling things to him, and it's like it was something he was trying to get for her. And then like after I got done telling him, she'd come up and be like, okay, so what was that? And every single time I was like, okay, well if you stay over here, I can explain it to both of you.
Right.
Instead of you going over there, and as soon as I like explain like a shit ton of information to him, then it's like you want me to go back and repeat it to you.
Right. No. Motherfucker, no. Like,
But you know what? You tell me what I just said.
Right.
Maybe I don't understand.
because you're on my dime right now. So get the fuck on. Sorry.
We got a lot more time.
We do.
What else annoys you guys?
I got a lot, but I'm not gonna.
I'm not gonna put all of them out.
My other one I have, and they all make fun of me for this. Unruly fucking children.
Me too.
If your fucking children,
And dogs, don't bring your dog.
don't bring your dog into it unless your dog is a licensed service dog. Don't bring your fucking dog into a place of business. Nobody wants to see that. Or, like I said, you have these fucking kids running all over the place in places of business, acting like it's a goddamn playground, and you're oblivious to what they're doing. You know, 10 your fucking kids. Did any of y'all act like that when y'all were kids?
No.
I mean, my ass whooped if I did.
Thank
That-
you.
That's close enough, dude.
I mean, I get it, parenting is stressful. But you know what? You chose to have it. You have to take responsibility for it. Tend your fucking kids. Period. And if it gets ran over in the parking lot, I do not give a fuck. If it runs out the door, you don't pay me to babysit. Bye. Tell Jesus I said hi. Don't care.
Oh
You know
man.
what? Let's just not talk anymore about Willis. I'm over
All right,
it.
guys. That's another episode of Triple P&J.
We still got 10 and a half minutes. Keep going. I'll shut up. Y'all go ahead. Y'all say what y'all need.
Yeah, anyway, like she was saying, thanks for watching another episode of Triple P&J Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you can see when we post new content. And thank you, Leon, for stopping by for this episode.
With delicious
We
girl.
appreciate it. All right, y'all have a good night.
Bye.
So-